Hey guys, how are we doing? So it's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back into the YouTube video. Today we're going to do a tiny bit of TA, and then I'm going to just talk about what I think is going to happen in the market long term, where I'm looking at taking profits for things, and my speculative price predictions for different assets. I'm going to mainly focus on XRP. So if you're an XRP holder, you're gonna like this one basically. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing personally. Nothing is going to be held. I'm not going to withdraw any information. I'm going to be completely transparent with you about everything that's going on and my personal opinions. I feel like recently I've been caught up in trying to keep you guys up to date with the market so much that people think I'm pessimistic on the market, which is not the case at all. I've just been trying to update you on daily price action to give you the best entry points to increase your bags. Because if you didn't know, I don't do too much day trading. I'm mainly a long-term hodler of crypto. I just try and give you this information just to show you where my thoughts are. But yeah, let's get into it. So this is the only bit of TA that I'm really going to do about today. So do I think this dips over? Potentially. Like, we've seen drops like this before in the past. Let's have just a quick look. So what have we had from the top to where we are now? Say there's 24%. I reckon there could be still a few more percent to drop in there. So let's look here. There's like a 26% drop. Let's look here. 18%. So look, if you see these drops, they're not abnormal. And then there's a 27%. They happen. And at the time, so there's a 30%. At the time, they feel like blooming heck, like it's horrible, the sky's falling. If you zoom out, they're not particularly abnormal, guys. So that's just something that I wanted to say in regards to Bitcoin. But let's get straight into where I think the market's going. We'll start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's had a great rally. And I think one of two things could really happen here for Bitcoin. I think we could hit a full fib extension, which at some point in this cycle, by the way, the timing's not something I'm going to give you. I'm just going to talk about this cycle being this bull run. I think we could hit out to a 4.236, is it? Yep. 4.236 Fibonacci extension, which is at the 74,000. I also think we could probably get a bit past that. I reckon there's definitely a world where we could hit into this range of 80,000s or low 80,000s. And then there's a second world where we do get into the 100Ks. I don't know if I've got it drawn on my other Bitcoin chart. Let me just quickly have a look if I can find it. So oh, okay, I've been messing around with my Elliott waves, but I did have an Elliott wave theory set up where we could come into the 100,000s here, but obviously it's not validated because it can't get longer. The fifth wave can't get longer than the third wave, but we can get into that another time. Doesn't matter. But I do have there's a potential world where that could happen. So let's just get into Ethereum then. And XRP, as I said, is going to be my main focus. I just want to quickly dash through some things that I'm seeing. Ethereum, do I think the correction's over? Don't know. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Where could Ethereum reach out to? Well, 5,800 would be the complete top of the 4.236 Fibonacci extension. But I do see a world where Ethereum does take a bit more market share and we could come up towards this 10,000. So there's a lot of shouts for 10,000. And normally what happens is when you've got a big number like this, like a 10K, everyone's like, okay, looking for that 10,000, going to take profits at the 10,000. So when that situation arises, should we be aiming for that 10,000? I personally would be looking to take profits if you're in Ethereum around this 8,700. So the 2.618 on this current move, but also just try and scalp before that so you actually make sure you get your profits in. That would be my my personal opinion on Ethereum. So I was a big Ethereum holder, not big, but like compared to my portfolio size now, like percentage wise, I was a decently sized Ethereum holder at the start of this run. I was in at about 300-400 at the start of this bull run. I took a lot of my profits around 2,000, cycled them into XRP when XRP was like 40 cents. So I'm mostly out of Ethereum. I've got, I think 5% of my portfolio is left in Ethereum. And will I take that when we get up to like 8,700? Yeah, you're damn right. I'm going to take that when it gets to 8,700. Yes, I will be cutting myself completely dry with Ethereum, but my personal view on what Ethereum's going to do is that we rally into ETH 2.0. A lot of people will have their staked ETH that's coming out in ETH 2.0 unlocked, and then they will sell that onto the market. Not everybody, but I definitely think there will be some profits taken, and at that point we should see a correction. I will be selling just before that gets unlocked and just before ETH 2.0 comes out. And then I actually will look to buy back into Ethereum. One of the things that I want to do is if I do make enough money in this bull run, I will be trying to scoop up 32 Ethereum at some point so I can run a validator on Ethereum 2.0 when it turns to proof of stake. So there's a little idea for you if you can find those sort of funds. So now into XRP, and this is where I'm going to give you a deep dive. I'm going to give you a deep dive into my exact exit strategy here, and I have held this for my Patreon members, my main Patreon members, before this video. But I just think with everything that's going on in the market, I know that a lot of people are very in a psychologically strange place at the minute. So I want to help you. That's what I'm here for. So what am I doing? And by the way, no one has to do anything to do with this cash out plan. This is my personal plan. It's up to you what you do with your money. One thing that I do want to say is there's a lot of people out there saying they're going to hold forever. There's lots of people saying that XRP is going to moon, and I know it's easy to get caught up in the hype. And do you know what? I am one of those people who think that XRP will moon. But, if you're in at XRP at 94 cents and you start seeing some of these numbers I'm going to talk about in a second, and you're not taking any profits, then, and we do have a correction, then I'm sorry, but that is on you, because you need to plan for yourself a way where whatever happens, you win. That's the most important thing about investing. No one ever went broke taking profits, and whatever happens, you need to put yourself in a position where you're not over leveraged, and you're not gonna and you're not gonna be beating yourself up if the market corrects. Okay, I've been there. 2007, I didn't have much money in the market at all, but it was a lot to me, like relative to what I had in the bank, and I rode my money like a 10x ride. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna be a millionaire in no time. And then I rode a 90% crash down too. So I know exactly how it feels to be stuck holding the bag. And I tell you now, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing this for everybody. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy holding the bag. Don't look at what Joe Blogs on Twitter says, where he's made 100,000x and he's holding forever because he knows that Bitcoin's going to go to the moon, or XRP is going to go to the moon because he's got insider info. Make your own plan, and don't make your plan on what's good for you. Make your plan on what's good for the charts, and take out in places that are going to help your life, okay? Let's have a big sip of my coffee so we can get into this, okay? So, my cash out plan. Transparency. I'm going to be taking 5% of my XRP in and around all-time highs. Okay? 5%. If we then have a massive correction, if we don't break all-time highs and come all the way back down to the bear market, reinvesting is another story. Like, I am going to be using some of this capital that I'm talking about here to reinvest with. It's not all being dragged out of the crypto market forever, but I will be taking 5% at all-time highs. Okay? Then I'm taking a further 5% at in and around $4 to $4.50. So that's 10% of my original bag taken. I'll then take another 10% in and around $6.50 to $7. And then I'll take another 10% in and around the $9 to $10 area. Another 10% in and around the $11 to $12 area. And a final 10% at around $13. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 50% of my XRP bag I will have taken if we hit this full Fibonacci extension. 50% of my XRP bag. The people might be like, oh, you're an idiot, it's going to go to the moon. Do you know what? I'll take 50% of my XRP bag and be sitting on that, and that will change my life substantially, and my family's life substantially. And if it rips to $100, $200, $50, $15, $20, that is brilliant. I've still got 50% left. And I'll take another 10% at 15, and I'll take some more 5 to 10% at 20, and I'll take 5 to 10% at 25, because I think $27 is the target as well. I'll take a little bit just less than that, 26. I'll take another 5%, and I'll just keep deleveraging myself. The higher the price goes, I'll just keep taking some out, because do you know what? It will change my life. And with the money that I've made, I'll still be investing. I'll probably put it into, I think we will have a correction, by the way. That's my personal opinion. But I do think we'll rip first. And I tell you what, with XRP specifically, you get this many days of euphoria. This many days here. If we're looking at past charts, and that's all we have to go on, by the way, We get this many days of euphoria. So how many? We're in a bear market for 3 years, and you get this long. You get this long to decide what you're doing. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. You get 3 weeks where you're going to be sitting there, and you're going to see your portfolio go from whatever it's at now to 10 to 15x what it's at, if it does what I think it's going to do. You get 3 weeks, and within that 3 weeks, you're going to think, wow, you've made the best financial decision of your life. You're going to be a multi-millionaire. It's going to go up forever to $100, $1,000, whatever. But you've got 3 weeks. And in that 3 weeks, if we do repeat what we've seen in the past, you've got to make some decisions. You've got to make them quick. So you need to have that plan for yourself now, okay? None of this is financial advice, by the way. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So, yeah, bear that in mind. If you followed my journey the whole way, if you don't agree with me, fine. If you do, fine. I'm telling you what I'm doing because I want to be fully transparent with you. I've planned for this since October of last year. My whole cycle. I've had 20 cryptos. Like most of these on my watch list here, I've been holding, taking my profits at lower prices, recycling to XRP, waiting for XRP to launch last, and now that's what I'm waiting for. I'm basically all in on XRP now. And yes, that's a gamble, but this is the way I've played my portfolio the whole time. People, it's fine to think that you might beat the market and it might go up forever and utility might come through, and it might. That would be, and if it does, I'm not going to be someone complaining. I tell you now, I'm not going to be someone complaining. I've got a big F-off bag of XRP, a big one. For someone my age, I think probably one of the biggest for someone of an investor of my age. So, and I'm not saying that to flex. I'm saying that to say I'd spent all my time doing this, and whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, please just take it into consideration, because you don't want to be that guy who's watched someone on Twitter say that XRP is going to $100 or $1,000, and you've put, even if you just put like 5% of your net worth in there, and that goes 10x, that's 50% of your net worth, and you don't cash it out because you've seen someone on Twitter saying that could go up another 10, 20 times, 100 times. Take some money off the table. At least, for me, take off your initial investment plus you double it, or you just take something out. Okay, that's my complete cash out plan for XRP, and I've got plans that I'm going to do with the money that I take off the table. I'm going to de-risk my portfolio. I'm going to spread it into some property. I'm going to spread it into high yield cryptos, staking. I'm going to try and get some asset backed loans for some of my crypto that I've got left. I'm going to put some into the stock. I'm going to wait for a stock market correction, put some into some stocks. I'm going to hire a videographer and a PA. I'm going to spend more time making content. I'm going to run a trading school for free. I've got so much stuff that I want to do. I want to help so many people, but just heed my warning here. And I think we are going to rip. I think we are going to rip, but don't get caught up in the hype, is what I'm saying. Just don't get caught up in the hype. So easy to do. So easy to do. Okay, that's it. Rant over, basically. They're the only ones I really wanted to talk about. Like, I hope this video helped you guys. I hope it does help, and you can tell how passionate I am about it, because if you followed my journey so far and you believe what I say, or you just trust me as a person, or like what I'm talking about, I'm not saying do or don't do what I'm doing. I'm just saying have a plan in your head and understand that anything could happen in this market, and you want to put yourself in a position where whatever happens, you're winning. Okay? With all that being said, guys, oh, actually, there's one other thing. I think I'm going to be creating a partnership with a tax company from Australia, a crypto tax company, and I might make a video about them, or include them in one of my next YouTube videos. I'll let you know who they are very soon. We have actually discussed this partnership. I just need to work out exactly what I'm doing for content. They need 40 sign-ups for their paid crypto tax services, $40 for the year for the basic one. They'll basically tell you what you need to do for your taxes for $40. And if that happens, then they'll continue a partnership with me for a second month and a third month. So have a look into it when I release the information. I'm going to send out an email to everyone on my email list. I'm going to make some videos about it for my TikTok. But I thought they're a really cool company, and I know a lot of people need help with taxes. You know I don't take any sponsors really, so that is something that now I'm going to be doing, because I think it's something that could really help a lot of people. And you don't want to get to a position where you've made some money and you get your taxes wrong and you lose more than you should. But with all that being said, guys, thank you very much for tuning into this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to know what your price predictions are. And if this helps you, please share it with somebody. That's the most important thing. I'm here to help. And let me know if I've helped you, because it makes me feel good. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I will speak to you on the next one. Peace up, A-Town down, as Usher would say.